Towards the end of my broadcasting career in South Bend, my last year was 2005. And that was the year Notre Dame had a new head coach named Charlie Weis. Now, over 5 years, it didn't work out for him. He got fired. But one thing I did like about him is he had a compassion for young people, for kids, for his son and daughter. He always made time for them, big family man, even though he was a major college football coach, and kids in the area. He did a lot of things the media never knew about. Even though he had this brash Jersey-type mentality that annoyed a lot of people, with kids he was great. And this was a story he never meant to make public, but is a great example of commitment. His first year, September of his first season, they had just lost to Michigan State, okay? And their next game is at Washington in Seattle, in one of the toughest places to play. And the football office gets a call from a mom in South Bend. And she says she has a 10-year-old boy, Montana Mazakewicz, with inoperable brain cancer. He's in his final days, and his last wish is, can he meet a Notre Dame football player? And Weis hears about it, and he goes, I'll do one better. He drove out there that week, game week, to their house. Again, no one knew. And he visited the boy, went in, and he was on the couch. Now, Montana Mazakewicz, to show you how much the family was into Notre Dame, was named after Joe Montana, the former great quarterback there that later was great with the 49ers. And Charlie Weis spent 2 hours with him, just talking, and he wanted to throw him the football, but the brain cancer, the tumor rather, had gotten to the point where he couldn't hardly move his arms. So Weis went over and just put the football in his arms. And they had the greatest talk. And towards the end, Weis said, is there one thing that I can do for you? And the boy said, yeah, can I call your first play for Saturday's game at Washington? And Weis said, you've got my word. What do you want us to do? And the little boy, with his mother rubbing his neck, trying to take away as much pain as possible, said, I want you all to pass to the right for your first play. And he said, I'll be watching. Well, Thursday, Notre Dame flew out to Seattle to get ready for Saturday's game. On Friday, Weis got word that little Montana had died that day. And Weis told the team Friday night, he said, told the story about Montana. He said, our first play, we're going to pass to the right. And the team was absolutely, coach. Well, let me tell you about commitment. Sometimes commitment works when things are going right, but when things get tough, it's a different story. Game starts, Washington gets the ball first. They don't do much with it, so they got to punt it. And they punt the ball, and they punt it down to the Notre Dame 1-foot line. So now Notre Dame is backed up against their end zone. If they mess up, it's a 2-point safety for the other team. You never pass really there. What you do is you hand the ball to somebody, and they barrel forward and get about a yard. You get a little breathing room. You just try to get away from that goal line. Well, the players, before they went back out on the field, looked at Weis and said, what do we do now? Basically, they were saying, we can't pass. And Charlie Weis said, what do you mean? We're passing to the right. We're honoring our commitment. And so Brady Quinn, who was the quarterback then, now in the NFL, runs out, calls the play. They get ready, and here's Washington right on him. He takes the snap, and he rolls out. And the Huskies are like, what is this? And they're like a shark after blood. They break through. They're chasing him. They're right on his heels. And he rolls to the right, and he finds a tight end named Anthony Fasano. And Fasano catches it and jumps like Superman and comes this close to jumping over a player. And they feel today it was Montana giving him that jump. And he ended up getting 13 yards and a first down. If you have a chance on YouTube sometime, just when you have a chance, just Google that, Montana Mazakewicz and that play. And wow, will it inspire you. That is commitment and a great lesson of sticking with it.